Welcome to AAP Series. My names are Amon Alakusapiri. I'm a chartered accountant by profession. In this episode, we are going to look at anti-money laundering policies and what governing bodies are there to protect all of us from financial crimes. Subscribe to the channel, leave us a comment suggesting what topics we can cover in the future. Having looked at what is financial crime, types of financial crimes, what motivates financial criminals to perpetrate financial crimes. Today, let's extensively look at what governing bodies have put up to protect all of us from financial crime. There are various interventions at national and international level which governments and various governing bodies have constituted to protect our citizens from financial crimes. At national level, you have, or we have, financial intelligence units. We also have the central bank to regulate the integrity of a financial system. At an international level, we have the Financial Action Task Force. This is an intergovernmental body mandated to formulate and recommend policy to regulate international financial systems. So, be it in Africa, be it in Europe, this is the umbrella body. All these jurisdictions need to align with in terms of formulating national anti-money laundering policy. So, if we look at the Financial Action Task Force, this is a body which is mandated to recommend anti-money laundering policy to governments, recommend policy and standardize policy on how to curb illegal financing of terrorism activities, but overall ensure that there is a system which will safeguard international financial system. At national level, for instance, in Zambia, over the years, there's been significant progress in developing the anti-money laundering architecture. If we are to look at the evolution of the fight against financial crimes, Zambia in 2001 enacted the Prohibition and Prevention of Money Laundering Practices Act number 14. This was formulated to criminalize anti-money laundering practices. So this was the beginning in trying to align with the Financial Action Task Force, regulations. In 2010, in line with Financial Action Task Force recommendation number 29 of the Financial Action Task Force, which recommends that a government or a nation must have a financial intelligence unit. Zambia in 2010 enacted the Financial Intelligence Center Act number 46. This was done to ensure that there was a standalone corporate body which can receive, analyze, and prosecute illicit activities associated with financial transactions in a financial system. In 2016, the government of Zambia amended the Financial Intelligence Center Act through Act number 4 of 2016 to amend the role of the Director General from Director. This was to strengthen the responsibilities of the Director to a Director General. In 2020, again there was another amendment of the Financial Intelligence Center Act through Act number 16 of 2020, where the Zambian government was amending. This time around, they were trying to broaden the regulation net from financial transactions to include all financial services. So this was more like to broaden, to redefine what should constitute what the Financial Intelligence Unit can prosecute, can review, investigate, and ultimately recommend for prosecution. Overall, as a country, as a nation, in the fight protecting citizens from financial crimes, the government relies on the Financial Intelligence Center Act, Forfeiture of Proceeds of Crimes Act, the Banking and Financial Services Act. All these, they are not standalone, but as a whole, they complement each other in the fight against anti-money laundering crimes. Obviously, any system has got its own challenges, but generally, really, if you look at that evolution, there have been several strides on how the anti-money laundering architecture has improved. Yes, you can point at certain deficiencies where there is a lack of funding, independence, but generally there's been a significant improvement to align with the Financial Action Task Force, which is an international body. A few other bodies which I can mention quickly. In the USA, they have a Bureau of the United States under the US Department of Treasury, which was established in 1990. Equally, this is a financial intelligence unit, but they call it Financial Crimes Enforcement Network, FinCEN. So FinCEN has the mandate to receive, analyze suspected transactions which point to financial crimes for the citizens. Just like in Zambia, there are several other bodies, several other frameworks which the government use to protect its citizens. In the United Kingdom, they have a Financial Conduct Authority, FCA. So FCA is set up to regulate financial markets in the United Kingdom. So it's mandated to protect the interests of consumers in the financial markets. It's mandated to ensure there is fair trade, and also just ensure that the financial system integrity is protected from financial crimes. So at a national level and at an international level, there are interventions which governments have put up to protect its citizens from financial crimes. But that alone is not sufficient. Join me in the next episode where we discuss what interventions at an individual level you can either exercise or put up to protect yourself from financial crimes. Subscribe to this channel and leave a comment on topics we can discuss in the next episodes. Thank you for watching this episode.